Mr. Brooks. Hello, ma'am. This is finally your video. The second video that I'm actually making for you. Yeah, finally I got all the crap together. Anyways, I want to show you. Well, okay, first off, when I first met you over the internet over the past couple days or week, yes, I was very suspicious of you in the beginning, and I will explain a lot of that at the end of the video. But first, alright, now we're going to talk about the things that are going to be sent. This is okay, yeah. This is the Predator laser system that I have that I've made before. This is one of my learning experiences, but I didn't want to throw it away, and I wanted to give it to somebody, and you know, you just happen to show up, and so here you go, man. It's made for a 9-volt battery. I have a rechargeable 9-volt battery. Plug it in, and then push the little button. And we have a bunch of little lasers that are, you know, working. Alright, so it's that easy. But what I wanted to show you that's special about this is that, yes, this is the reason why I was asking you if you know what kind of electricity you guys have there in the Philippines or Thailand, wherever you are. And the reason why was because I wanted to make a little wall adapter for you. And yeah, just plug it into the wall. And okay, actually the very first thing, there's this little piece right here. It has a battery socket here and a little header pin plug. Now, the very first thing that you're going to do with this when you're using this is you're going to take this and plug it into your Predator plasma caster thing first, right? The two little things, they you know, connect up to each other. That's the first thing you do, and the last thing you do, you know. Never plug this in, or, well, you know, it's not like anything's going to explode, but I would much rather you plug this thing into your Predator laser system. You know, it's the adapter. You need to, I would prefer that you plug this in first while, you know, the other thing is not connected yet. Alright, now, once this is connected, you know, to your battery thing right here, once it is connected, then you just, you know, take this and plug it in. Actually, I need to take this and plug it in. Plug this thing into the wall. Because we plugged this in first. And then you plug this into there, and your lasers come on. And now you can have your lasers on 24 hours a day. Seriously, they'll last for like 10,000 hours. So, yeah, that's it. This little thing right here, notice it's how it plugs in. When you're plugging it in, it's going to be red to red. See, on the top and on the bottom, there's black to black, kind of like that. Alright, you know, and if you plug it in the other way, backwards, that nothing's going to happen. But you plug it in this way, and your lights come on, and you can run it from the wall 24 hours a day. And got our little thingy here to turn it on and off. Alright, cool. Alright, so, and for safety, I made this a female, so that this is from the wall socket. You just, you know, if you're just lazy, there we go. If you're just lazy, you can just yank that out. You know, okay, that's you know, good, and you can drop that on the floor. But with this little thingy, this little adapter here, if you had the adapter plugged into the wall socket thing and then just dropped it on the floor with the adapter here, what's going to happen is this might possibly, these two little metal connections might actually touch something that's made out of metal, and you know, then bad things could happen. So just take this one piece right here that's right in the middle and unplug it. That's it. So when you take your adapter, you plug it into your lasers, you know, make sure that you don't have the wall socket thing plugged into the adapter. Plug the adapter into the laser thing first, and then hook up the wall adapter. I know it may sound stupid. It's for safety's sake. Okay. Let me see. This and that. Got all that done. Talked about that thing. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just take this and plug it into my... See, I almost plugged it in before I plugged the adapter onto the thingy. So, plug the adapter on. I'm going to put it on. There we go. And our lasers are on. Okay, now, the switch. This is a little switch that's a little blue and white switch, but blue and white is really bright and it wouldn't look very cool on the Cyber Predator mask. So I took it and wrapped it in black rubber. Alright, now there's a little momentary push button switch inside there. Or momentary is a little single pull double throw. Yeah, a locking push button switch. And when you lit it up, you know, it goes off, and when you push it down, it turns back on, right? Okay. Now the thing is this rubber on the outside, if when you're mounting this thing on the side of your mask, like over here on the side of your mask, or over here, whatever, like a little button that you can just kind of reach up. Jeez, sorry. The little thing goes down and up, right, when you push the little button in and out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, when you're mounting this inside of a mask or something, try to make sure that you don't pull the rubber tight, because the little switch, if you mount it in there and you push you know, then the rubber is pushed down on the little switch. When you let go, it may not want to completely come back up and turn off and click back into its new position. So that's really bad. So you just need to make sure that as the little button goes up and down, make sure when you're mounting it, have the little button out as far as it can. And the reason why is so that it'll try to hold the rubber more tight in that direction. Yeah, Asperger's, it's difficult. Thought-to-speech conversion is kind of annoying, and it makes some of us talk really slow and kind of weird. So, there you go. Yeah, drill a little hole or cut a little hole in the side of your mask. Okay, so there, you can do that, Okay, so the switch, the lasers. These lasers, like I was saying, are a different kind of laser from the new lasers that I get. The new lasers have a thing up here in the front that you can turn to be able to focus, you know, your laser beam from a long ways away. From a long ways away? Okay, what that means is, no, I'll probably, hopefully, yeah, I'll mention that in a second. Okay, but you can focus it like this little thing right here. You spin it back and forth. Inside these, there's plastic holding the lens in there, and you have to get a flat screwdriver blade that's wide enough so that it turns the black plastic thing, you know, back and forth, but doesn't touch the little plastic lens in there. Okay, so you can adjust the not the aim. You can adjust the focus. You can adjust the focus on the laser beam. Okay, and so that's the reason why, you know, these are different. Now these newer ones, there's this. Maybe I can bring it up closer. You can probably see just a little bit. Okay, yeah, you can see a little bit of it. This front part right here spins a little bit, and that screws in and out, and that focuses the laser beam. And sometimes, yeah, here I am rubbing my nose. Sometimes these ones are so cheap that sometimes, you know, it'll kind of rattle and, you know, come out of focus a little bit. So you know, watch that. Since you said you have your thing with blue lasers, with 3 batteries inside of it, I decided to just go ahead and make it another thing that has, you know, 3 more lasers in it. You know, these are the newer ones. And I have a little resistor inside this piece right here. And then it comes back around here. You know, positive is red, negative is black. And you can hook this up. This is made for about 5 volts. So you can hook this up to a 5-volt power supply on a computer, whatever. But mainly it's made for your little AAA or AA triple pack, which would be about 4.5 volts, maybe 5 volts. So there you go. There's another fucking laser thing for you. So I'm putting that in the bag. So you can just take this and hook it straight up to your little I keep thinking it's a little freaking AAA thing. It's not little, it's a regular AA thing. Okay. The battery, to be able to hold down the battery, I have this hook and loop fastener stuff. How's my zoom level? Is it zoomed in? It's not zoomed in. It seems more zoomed in today. Okay, whatever. Okay, hook and loop fasteners, right? Great. What you do is you take this part on the bottom and you glue it inside your mask wherever with hot glue. And I'm going to tell you about hot glue in just a second here. You glue it into your mask wherever, and if you want to, and you know that it's going to be, you know, perfectly, you're going to leave it there in that place forever. Then you can take some sandpaper, rough up the very bottom of this stuff, and also maybe rough up a little bit of the inside of the mask. Also, clean finger grease off of everything that you're going to glue and that you want to glue permanently. So you know, clean finger grease or face sweat grease, you know, off the inside of your mask. Even take it and clean off the back of the Velcro. Yeah, that actually helps. I know it sounds weird. And yeah, that's about it. So, you know, when you're oh yeah, and also the regulator that's on the lasers, you can clean that off with a little bit of alcohol and you know, glue it somewhere. And the place that you're going to glue it, you want to clean that with a little bit of alcohol too. Blah 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 blah. It just makes sure that things will stick. Okay, now the battery, you know, it's just a regular 9-volt battery, blah blah blah. I made a little holder for it, and this little holder is made out of Velcro, but the problem is that the Velcro is kind of fuzzy, and the fuzziness, yeah, okay, when we take it and put it on here, the fuzziness of the Velcro doesn't like to hold on to the battery. It slips in and out very easily. You know, so I've, you know, come up with an idea for a holder for it, which is great. It's cheap, it's easy, it's Velcro. Okay, so the idea of the rubber band. Take a rubber band, wrap it around the battery 3 times. There we go. Yeah. Okay, now find a place on the battery where the rubber bands, you can kind of cross them like this, and then you can weave the other thing in through there where they cross, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, I found a little cross on here with the rubber bands. See, you might be able to see that. You see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, and take the fuzzy side and make it fuzzy side down. There we go. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. Now you can kind of see, you know, the little cross, you know, right there, cross section. You know, that just basically keeps the stuff, you know, going straight through. Okay, anyways, but the thing is that the rubber band has grip, and it can hold on to the battery. And plus also it can hold on to our little fuzzy thing. So, you know, we got that. And then this is the piece that you're going to have glued somewhere inside your helmet. And then you can just take your battery with the fuzzy side down and stick it on your thing, and there you go, and it stays there forever. It's wonderful. Okay, so that's how that works. And like I said, when you want to glue this permanently, clean it off with rubbing alcohol. You know, maybe rough it up with the sandpaper. I'm going to send this little patch of sandpaper, you know, for whatever. It also has another purpose. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay, so laser thing. Oh yes, these little lasers on you know, the 9-volt regulated laser thing that I have. These little things, yeah, like this one, it has a little PC board back here in the back, and the PC board is flat. And the thing is sometimes the PC board will kind of move side to side. I think it'd be laterally, like if we had a tube. Yeah, if we had a tube and we had a flat PC board that's wedged into the tube, sometimes the PC board can move side to side like that. And I found out that happens with these. And when one of them starts to get dim, take it and grab the little PC board in the back and kind of wiggle it, you know, wiggle it around, wiggle it into place. Okay, so if you have this inside your mask and it's up here and your face is touching it, or it gets smashed or whatever and starts acting stupid, one of them starts going dim, then find whichever one it is and wiggle the PC board, you know, back into place. Okay. Alright, battery, that thing, and the other things that you're going to hook up to your 4.5 volt triple battery pack thing. Alright, and I'll take this this extra LED laser and throw it in that bag because I'm too lazy to put it in the big bag with the other lasers. Alright, a little bit of that. Sandpaper, good, sandpaper's awesome. Oh yeah, and I have this little thing that I made out of plastic. I just drilled some holes, and the holes are 6 millimeters, which hold on to these. And no, it's not aimed or anything like that. You will have to take this and aim it on your own. But okay, yeah, so it's plugged in. So you have to take these and be able to. Oh, see? Yeah. One of them's doing it right now. Yeah. You can barely see that one on the top. I'm wiggling the back of it. Okay, it's kind of bright now. Can I wiggle it in the other direction? No. Yeah, it's staying bright for us now. But if it starts acting stupid, you know, then grab the back of it and wiggle that little PC board side to side. Okay, and you can use this if you want, little holder if you want, whatever. You don't have to. It's not laser sighted. I'm sorry, I got an itch on my nose. I normally don't play with my freaking nose in front of the camera. No, I don't have any boogers on, but really itchy. Okay, anyways, yes, when you're aiming your lasers. Okay, see, we have our lasers that's on the background, and they're not aimed very well. I can kind of, you know, move them all around and make what looks like a decent triangle up there. But the problem is that, yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good right here, but this is kind of at an angle, you know, and the wall is kind of slanted compared to the angle that this is going up there. So when I take it, put it on something flat, it doesn't look as good. But even though if I had it looking at something flat and it was, you know, nice like this, that would be great. But the problem is that the further you get away, your three little dots will kind of get a little funky and, you know, all weird and whatever. So the further away you get, the more crazy they're going to look. So the way that you glue these in is using some hot glue. Okay, hot glue. I'm sending along a stick of hot glue. That's the reason why I was asking in the personal messages that I was sending to you. I was asking if you have a hot glue gun, and specifically a low temperature hot glue gun would be even better, because then you don't hurt yourself, because you will always end up playing with the glue somehow, touching it. Okay, so the hot glue. I'm not sending you a hot glue gun. I don't know if you have a hot glue gun. You didn't answer my PM yet. So I'm sending you a little tea light candle. You burn the little tea light candle, and that keeps a little flame for you, you know, so you don't have to have a lighter and hold the lighter under it for a long time. You just have this little candle. It burns. You keep the flame under there, and then you take your glue stick and you roll it over the front, and it makes a nice, you know, big blob in the front. First off, I really do think that I should tell you about this. I'm also sending along gloves. The reason why I'm sending along rubber gloves is because when this dense, waxy, plasticky crap is 140 or 200 degrees and it touches your finger, that's horrible, because now you got this big glob of heated glue, and it holds its heat very well. And the first thing you're going to want to do is probably wipe it off on something. Some people may actually take it and try to wipe it off on their other hand, or try to grab the glob of glue with the other hand, which is horrible, because now you have a glob of 200-degree glue on all three fingers and whatever. So that's horrible. So that's what the gloves are for, because the gloves will keep your hands. So anytime you're working with hot glue, if you're semi-unskilled with hot glue, you know, you should always be wearing gloves, because you can pull the glove off immediately and the glue is not stuck to your finger. And the other reason why I like hot glue is because for gluing lasers, the reason why is because CA glue, super glue, gives off a vapor. It gives off a super glue vapor. And if you take a drop of this and you drop it in, you know, on a clear plastic sheet, and you come back a couple hours later, you know, you'll see a little bit of fuzz or whatever mist on the outside, and you know, that's cool and fun and great and everything. But these little laser diodes have plastic lenses, and if this super glue vapor gets on the lenses, then you're going to see a bunch of little specks, you know, and your laser dot is going to look a lot more fuzzy. So I don't like to use super glue for that. Instead, I like to use hot glue. And the cool thing is hot glue cools off pretty quickly. And when you put the hot glue on there, okay, let's say this is the laser. When you put the laser on the thing, which has the hole underneath that the laser is going to come out of, hot glue it on this side and on this side. And the reason why is because the glue, as it cools off, I don't know if it contracts or expands, but it likes to move around. So put it on both sides. And so what you have to do is look down a long hallway, have your lasers and aim them down a long hallway, or if you're lucky and you have a backyard, you can point them at the building across the yard, and, you know, glue it on both sides with the hot glue, and then hold the little laser there. And you know, you have to hold it for about 2 minutes, and kind of adjust the whole time that it's cooling off, you know, or drying, whatever. And so, or a building across the street, although that'd probably freak people out. But that's a really good way to make sure that your lasers are going to stay a nice, good triangle, you know, further out. And also, like I was saying earlier, with focusing the lasers, you also would need to focus your lasers on a faraway object, you know, your backyard, your garage in the backyard, or the fence inside your backyard, or whatever, okay? And make sure that your lasers are pointing directly flat at something, like, you know, the wall down a hallway, or the garage or the fence outside. Make sure that you're not doing it from your upstairs window, you know, trying to get it like that. Make sure you're not doing it from another angle sideways. Make sure that, you know, it's straight on. If you're going to be doing it against your fence, you should be downstairs going straight across, right? I think that's about everything I had to say. So you may have to adjust these so that they're focused perfectly, and also you may have to adjust these too so that they're focused perfectly. Okay, so there we go. This stuff, that stuff, this thing, that thing, and some gloves. And yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm not sending you a battery through the mail. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. So I won't send you a battery. Normally I would send a battery, you know, because it's always better when batteries are included. Because as I was planning on selling some of these things, I was planning on sending Duracell batteries along with them, because I have some Duracell sitting here. But like I said, I'm not sure about the legalities of sending batteries, or certain kinds of batteries, or freaking whatever. Alright. So, we got through that laser part. Here, I'm going to grab your two lasers and kind of aim them at the camera. Here, I kind of aim one kind of close to the camera. Whatever. Now, the thing that I think you're really going to like after 27 freaking minutes. Jesus. Oh, I was hoping I could get all this crap out in 10 minutes. Sorry, man. But it's going to be worth it. Okay, like I said, I do have Asperger's. You noticed that on one of my videos, and that was very cool of you. And one of the best things about Asperger's is that I notice a lot of things that a lot of other people don't notice, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Alright, now, predators. You know, each predator has their own different kinds of armor, and, you know, it's special, or maybe they get it from civilizations that they've killed or whatever. And so, a lot of people make, you know, try to come up with different kinds of designs for armor, and they'll name it like dragon armor or mantis armor, which are both very, very awesome. But my Asperger's has noticed something that nobody has thought of. Trilobite armor. Trilobites. Yeah, little trilobite thingies from little crab things, whatever, kind of from 240 to 550 million years ago. With a lot of the things that I make, I like to make a little backstory that goes along with it. So, I'm going to tell you about the backstory. Alright, well, this right here is actually made out of aluminum. You know, it's still all nice and shiny. I didn't know if I would want to, paint it or not. The middle, you can see I have a little, the piece of metal kind of bent up, and over here on the sides, you can see that the sides are kind of bent down at the very corners, you know, and then they're cut and sanded and, you know, filed and all that stupid crap. This one looks pretty cool, but it was the first one that I made, and I made, you know, several different mistakes, which most people probably wouldn't even notice, but I'm the artist, and hell yeah, I notice it, and it bothers me. So, anyways, this was my practice run, which actually looks pretty cool. So, I'm giving it to you because any ones that I'm going to actually be selling will have a different process of making and putting it together than what I did with this one. Alright, now we have 550 cord inside here, and it's not real 550 cord, it's fake 550 cord, paracord, but at first I was trying to make kind of like a samurai armor, shoulder armor, you know, samurai shoulder armor. The samurais, you know, they're big flat things that are kind of slatted and whatever, so that's kind of what I was trying to make with this. Didn't really work out. I know how I would make it now, but this was a great practice run. So I have these little X's all the way down to the thing down at the bottom. And down at the bottom, there's this little hoop thing that has a latch, a little latch thingamajiggy. Alright? When you get this, you should take the latch on this part, the hook part, and figure out how the webbing goes through it, because it likes to unravel sometimes, and I have to re-engineer it every time that I have to weave the webbing back through it, and I ended up having to put it through like 4 different ways to figure out which way is the right way, blah blah blah. So yeah, and you know, there's loops at the top that I made with some different knots and crap like that, and I'm sending along another 3 or 4 feet worth of paracord. So it kind of goes on your arm like this. Yeah, and you wear it like that, kind of, I guess. Anyways, look, a lot of the things, okay. I wanted to make a couple different books. I have some ideas. That sounds cool and everything. Yeah. Well, electronics. I've been in electronics since I was 7 years old. Okay, so obviously I'm a little interested in science and technology, and I also have interests in xenobiology and blah blah blah, and these predator things from another world, and so I can make up things about their world. So, trilobites. At first, I was going to say that the predators came to Earth. They're such an old, ancient species that they came to Earth and found out about our trilobites, and they thought these trilobites were awesome little critters, and so they mimicked some of that stuff in their designs with you know, armor and stuff like that. But trilobites existed here between 240 and 550 million years ago. So that would mean that the predators would have gotten here a couple 100 million years ago. And I would expect that any intelligent species that, that has reached civilization, and then at that point you give them another 300, 400 million years to mature, I would expect by that time they probably would have turned into beings of pure energy and store information on photons. So no, the predator species isn't 300 million years old. So they didn't find trilobites on our planet way back then. But I can make a bullshit about their planet, and on their planet they do have trilobites. And the trilobites on their planet are hundreds of millions of years old, but they're still there because it's an alien planet. I can make BS up with my science. I can make up awesome pseudoscience. So the pseudoscience is they have trilobites on their planet, and the predators realize that these trilobites are hundreds of millions of years old, and these little trilobite things with their interesting, you know, shells and designs and everything like that, they're such hardy little critters that they've lasted hundreds of millions of years. And the predators realize this, and so they have great reverence for the trilobites on their planet. And so, trilobite armor, damn it. Yeah, so it's hinged nicely with the what's that stuff called? With the 550 cord. You know, you can do all this cool, fun stuff with it. So, anyways, yeah, there you go, man. Trilobite armor. I came up with the idea for trilobite armor because I haven't heard trilobite armor yet in all the Predator stuff. So there you go. Yeah, you got some trilobite armor. It's aluminum. Aluminum is what they use for the mirrors on, well, on anything. On telescopes, reflective telescopes. They use aluminum as the mirror surface because aluminum can be polished so well to shine so well. I made a little spot right up here where I was trying to polish it a little bit with a little polishing thing. You know, it worked out kind of nice, but I didn't have enough patience for all that. So anyways, and another thing is there's a sharp spot somewhere on here. I have no idea where it's from. I cut myself a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't think you can even see it. You kind of see it barely. But on this armor, which was really weird because I still can't find the sharp spot that I cut myself on. So, but since I have cut myself, I have dulled down some spots and stuff. But there might still be sharp edges on here, so you got to be careful. Use that piece of sandpaper that I sent you. Alright, so lasers and trilobite armor. Clean with alcohol. I have a list right here. Set lasers. Yeah, set the lasers while you're pointing the laser triangle down a hallway, and hold on to the laser for that amount of time. Screen. Oh, your mask. Is it made out of pepakura? Pepakura, you know what that is? P-E-P-A-K-U-R-A. It's like paper craft, and you upload or download schematics off the internet, and it prints out these schematics on paper, and you use a what's it called, an X-Acto knife and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. So your mask seems kind of flimsy, and so I was wanting to tell you another thing about hot glue. Made a little design. This is called foam board. Foam board is awesome. It's awesome because it's super lightweight. It's easy to cut. It's cheap. And you can make almost anything out of it. And amazingly, it is, did I say it's somewhat strong, surprisingly, for being made out of paper and foam. Well, you can do most things with this. I use paper. I use a foam board as a, what's it called? Prototyping, quick prototyping. I use this stuff as quick prototyping. So if I ever have any designs for anything, then I'll break out the foam board, the X-Acto knife, and the glue gun. Okay, now foam board. Show you a trick. One dimensional, two dimensional. I'm just kind of doing a little demonstration about how cool foam board is and how it's cool, and you can use it for lots of rapid prototyping little things. And so you see we've just made a three-dimensional object, you know, out of you know, foam board, out of a two-dimensional thing, you know, and some hot glue. And I'll tell you a secret. This is something my Asperger's came up with. I had this idea that if I can make something from two-dimensional to three-dimensional with foam board and hot glue, I figured out a way of making a fourth dimensional object with foam board and hot glue. Nah, I'm just joking. Anyways, so hot glue is awesome as hell. If you want to, you can slot it, make little slots and cut them out and get another little piece of board and stick it in our little slot, and there you go. You got some kind of little X thingy, and when you take these things and you glue them, you know, they're very strong. And like I said, it lasts for a long time. Stuff also comes in black. It's super cheap. Like I said, it's like $1 for each one of these big 36 or whatever length things. Okay, now this thing is made out of foam board. It's a big freaking rifle toy that I made, you know, with some lasers. It's got some lights in it. Turn a little bastard on. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. The thingy doesn't catch the flashing of the lights. It just looks like they're on. Let's see if you can see this. Okay. Oh my lord! It's not fast enough to catch that. Oh, that's so lame. Whatever. Anyways, okay. Well, the thing is that this is made out of foam board. It weighs about, you know, almost 2 pounds, almost a whole kilogram. And I made this a long time ago. It's very strong, and I brought it to anime conventions, and people play with it. And I figured it was going to get broke at the anime convention. I already expected that. It's no big deal. You know, I'm the electronics guy. I made these things, so I know how to fix them when they break. But eventually, I was the one that ended up breaking it. But you can take the foam board and you can laminate it, you know, and it makes it very strong, and make little triangles and brace them all the way down, you know, the barrel of the thing or whatever, and it's great. So, anyways, yes, all that BS was just because I wanted to know how awesome foam board and hot glue are. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably about it. Oh yeah, you have a metal detector. You have a metal detector. And I wanted to tell you, I sent you 3 PMs. They were really long PMs, and I'm pretty sure they probably seem kind of weird. I have Asperger's, and like I was telling you, I was being trolled pretty hardcore. I figured out how to troll the troll back. I'm going to release a video pretty soon. He's not going to like it. So, no, I don't think I'm going to tell you about all the freaking troll BS. Yeah, actually, the thing is all the troll BS, it's all explained in those 3 personal messages that I sent to you. Oh yeah, and the reason why I was suspicious of you was because you, well, you happened to walk into, you know, talking to me right in the middle of this troll trolling me for the past 2-3 months. And so I was very suspicious. I mean, he comes at me with many different fake accounts. And so I've gotten pretty good at being able to figure out his MO and, you know, the things he likes to talk about. So it's pretty easy to be able to identify him. But you come in at exactly this time, and you uploaded only like 1 or 2 videos within just days of actually getting in touch with me. So that seemed kind of suspect. And there was, oh yeah, and there was a lot of different things. And the thing is that you were very nice, which, you know, the troll isn't nice, you know. Usually he is nice for a little bit until you figured out that it's him. But it's still pretty easy to figure out that it's him. And you were so completely 180 degrees different that set off alarms, which made me suspicious, because you're too perfect. But nah, I went back and listened to your videos again, and figured out that somebody that speaks like you do and is as kind as you are, and also what is it? And considerate. you know, I noticed those things. So, anyways, you seem like you actually are a really cool person. You're 180 degrees different from him, and you actually like some of the things I like, which is what's it called, metal detecting and crap like that, and you know, some lasers and, you know, stuff like that. And from my point of view, I was thinking, damn, this troll just got a new breath of fresh air, and he's really going for it. He made a new account, and, you know, he's being all nice and perfect, and he actually uploaded videos of himself and blah blah blah. So woo. But okay, no, you're not the troll. And because you're not the troll, I was very happy about that, and that's why I'm giving you a bunch of cool shit. And plus, you like Predator, you know, plasma caster stuff. So, I think that was about it. Alright. Very last thing. What do I want in return? I would like a shiny. I would like something shiny. Since you said that you go metal detecting, and you have a bunch of coins, I would just like a coin. I would like a silver coin, some coin that's like silver colored. No, it doesn't have to be made out of silver, and it can have a very small value. I don't care what the value is, but I was hoping like a silver coin, silver colored coin, with some kind of Asian hieroglyphical writing that I don't understand, because then it's more mystical and nifty, unless, you know, it's more interesting than something that I can actually read the words. I'll probably see numbers that I can understand, but whatever. And I noticed that you were talking about the patina on some of the coins that you've collected, and how it's a nice wear pattern, and you can't get a real wear pattern like that unless the coin's actually been, you know, circulated. So apparently you care about the patina on the outside, the not corrosion or whatever. But anyways, if you were to send me something silver colored coin, then I would take it and, you know, clean it off and, you know, try to get it nice and sparkling and everything. So send me something that you don't mind if I clean it off and make it nice and shiny. Okay, so that was about it. Other than that, the other thing I would like from you is just a video when you get the thing hooked up, you know, and glued into your mask, you know, and maybe also get video of it when you have your thing plugged in, you have it, you know, hung up on your wall or whatever. And also when you go to an anime convention or wear it in front of people, just try to get some video of that, you know, that BS. That's pretty much it, man. So thank you very much. It's really damn late. I'm really damn tired. And sorry it took a while for all this and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm gonna send you this stuff soon. And damn, 50 freaking minutes. There was a lot to say. Hopefully you can watch this and play it, you know, in 10-minute increments or whatever. Yeah, so that's it, dude. Take care, man, and I look forward to seeing some videos about the coolness of your new toys. Take care, Mr. Brooks. Thank you. Bye.